Well, wrestling is a tradition on Thanksgiving for many, and this year Southern States is celebrating the 20th anniversary of their Thanksgiving extravaganza. Here with more on the event and to tell us about his brand new book about his years in wrestling is Beau James. Hey, Beau, great to have you today.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me back.
Well, first let's talk about the book. You can hold it up there. Do you want to be a wrestler, kid? What stories are you going to find in here, Beau?
Do you want to be a wrestler, kid is a phrase that I heard when I was 15 years old when I got knocked out the first time in the ring. And I woke up in the dressing room, an old-time wrestler named Rick Connors looked at me and said, "You want to be a wrestler, kid?" And it repeats every day somewhere in the wrestling profession, every dressing room, every ring. But there's 348 pages of never-told stories in here. Pictures are real rare that I've kept over the years, from childhood going to the matches all the way up to present day. The love story of myself and my wife, Misty, how we got together and got married in the ring on Thanksgiving night. It's just practical joke stories, road stories, 5-car wreck stories, all kinds of different injuries, things that not everybody gets to see or hear about in my profession. And I think if you're a wrestling fan, you'll enjoy it. If you're not a wrestling fan, I think you'll enjoy it too, because it's inspirations. I'm very open and honest about my battles through the years and everything that I had to fight and come to and get to this point in my life. All
right, the story of Beau is what it sounds like. So why did you decide to finally put it all down on paper?
Well, people's told me for years you should write a book. You spend 200 days a year, 23 years, you're going to have stories. And I just said, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. Dutch Mantell and Jimmy Valiant wrote books, and they had 40 years of experience, and they kept telling me, you should write this book. And Dutch Mantell called one day and said, "Hey, I got a publisher, here's the deal, hook it up, start writing your book." And I laughed and thought it was a joke, and you know, 6 months later I had a book.
Oh, wow. And, only 6 months.
Yeah, and it's an inspiration, I think, to everybody that will read it. There's a little bit of everything in there. History of wrestling in this part of the country, how I got started at 14, how I started in the ring at 15, how I was the boss at 16. That don't happen every day to anybody, you know. So,
yeah.
And I've been blessed all through my life, and I've cursed myself, but hey, I've got a great story.
I think we all have to curse ourselves every once in a while. Well, Thursday is the 20th anniversary of the Thanksgiving extravaganza. What are we going to see there?
Oh, it's a big night. Wrestlers from 5 states, 5 different promotions coming together, title matches from all over the area. And, you know, it's wrestling on Thanksgiving started in 1967. We brought the tradition here in 1991. Here it is 20 years later. Everybody laughed when we said we're going to start running on Thanksgiving and Christmas night. Nobody will come, nobody this. It's our best night of the year. Tony Givens, Chris Richards against me and Robbie Cassidy inside of a cage is the main event. My wife's going to be defending her 2 titles that she's won. Jason Kincaid against Nick Hammonds for the NWA Smoky Mountain title. Josh Crawford, Vince, Johnny Knievel, and all the group from PWF is going to be there. So it's a big, big night of wrestling for anybody out there in the area that's a wrestling fan. They're going to have it because we got a match from young to old. You're going to love it.
All right, and you guys are also collecting toys, right?
Yes, Toys for Tots. It's very special to us. You know, I've been out there when they've delivered the toys. It's wonderful to see the joy they get from maybe a $2 toy that some kid will get. We just asked everybody that's coming, please bring a new unwrapped toy for a boy or girl, and we're going to make sure it gets to someone that really needs it. All
right. Well, Beau, thanks so much for joining us today. Southern States Wrestling will present their 20th annual Thanksgiving extravaganza. That's Thursday night at 8 o'clock p.m. at the Armed Forces Center Armory in Mount Carmel, Tennessee. For more information on the event and Beau's book, you can visit our website, WCYB.com, and we'll be right back.